Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk with Northwest area boys basketball coach Jerry Blazick. And Jerry, a great event coming up, and a lot of hard work has gone into this. It's not just you; there's a lot of people involved. But tell us about the event and what's going on at Northwest area.
Well, thanks for having us, John. It's a great opportunity for us to promote the event, and you're right. It takes a large group of people to pull something off like this, and our girls booster club and our boys booster club are pulling together with some alumni and some people in the community, and they're putting together a commemoration for the 30th anniversary of our back-to-back state title teams from 1982 through 84. We're going to hold it on November 30th at our yearly blue-white games. Our blue-white games are our kind of version of March or Midnight Madness, I guess you would call it, at the high school level. We have a whole slew of games on tap with our inter-squad games starting at 4:30 with our biddy, and our junior high inter-squad games will follow that. Our JV and varsity inter-squad games, and then we'll play off the women's alumni. And then right before the men's alumni fires up the end of the night, we're going to have a nice video of the state title seasons with a lot of nice memories to it. I got a sample of it the other day, John, and it's something to put goosebumps right on the back of my neck. And they're going to play the music those guys listen to and highlight some of the footage from the games. So November 30th is Saturday, right after Thanksgiving. I think the Edigayaska Gymnasium is going to be pretty packed with a lot of emotions once people see this video.
We're talking with Jerry Blazick, the head coach for Northwest area basketball. A 30-year reunion coming up of the state championships back to back. And Jerry, you're one of the members of that team, and talk about some of the players on the team, because really some great guys who, and you and I have talked, they didn't necessarily guys who want the limelight, but just
right.
the emphasis seemed to be about tradition, a lot of tradition, and just trying to be the best they could be.
Yeah. Well, at that point, when we hit the early 80s there, Coach Gayatsky was getting up around his 30th year, and he had established Northwest basketball at that time as one of the premier Class A programs in the state already, and they had already, made it to the Eastern Finals. I want to say, at least 4 times, I think. And they played teams like Bob Stevenson, who started at Tulane, and they went up against Bowie one year, I believe. And they got to the Eastern Final a couple times there in the mid-late 70s, and lost two times in a row. 2,000-point scorer Joey Hassai, my assistant Tony Mizunki, were on a real good Northwest team that only had 2 losses in their 2 years. They lost the last game of the year in the Eastern Final to Holy Ghost. So there's a lot of tradition, and by the time the 80s rolled around there, and I think Eddie was in the twilight of his career, and we had this group of guys come through with size and athleticism that were going to fit the program really well and play that 2-3 zone and get out and run on that break. And they just fit. They fit what the system was. And when I think back to my time playing I was a freshman when they won the first state title, and I played a lot of defense against them. Took a lot of bumps and bruises off of them. And I think about those guys. I just remember just the pure athleticism for their size. And, I was fortunate enough to be able to take the ride with those guys my sophomore year and sit on the bench and observe. And as I've told many people, I was just always in awe of their ability to seize the moment and look and stare down a moment. And no matter how pressure-packed it was, they just always seemed to be able to take care of the task at hand and prevail. So I always had a lot of admiration for them, the way they played the game. They played the game the way it's supposed to be played. The game honored them because they were tough, and they made a lot of tough plays, and they invited the tough play. And when you do that in basketball, a lot of times, the game will come back to you in a good karmatic way.
Jerry Blazick here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Jerry, great memories about this, and you mentioned this video, and if people want to come out to see it, tell us the date. Is it November 30th, and at what time can people 30th. Get out?
November 30th, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, is always the date we have our blue-white game. So that's the night we'll be commemorating the 30th anniversary. 8 o'clock is a good approximate time for the video and the introduction of the teams. Like I said, we have a slate of games going on from 4:30 that afternoon into that evening, and even after the 8 o'clock time that we're projecting that we'll be showing the video. So it's a fundraiser for the boys and girls programs every year, the blue-white game. And like I said, with it being the 30th anniversary, we figured it's time to bring the community back together to relive and remember and reminisce about that great memory and time in our community here in Chick City and in the Northwest area.
Well, it should be a great day. I mean, the Unico game's at the afternoon at Lake Lehman High School. You want to make a day of it, you go to the Unico game and then come on over and hit Northwest and, see the great event that's going to take place there that night. Well, I know a lot of hard work continues to go into this. We'll be about a week away before this event goes up, Jerry. So, hey, wish you and everybody at Northwest a great holiday. And congratulations being a part of this 30-year run that you guys have with Coach Gajewski. Special times and great memories, and people are talking about it. There's no doubt. So thanks, Jerry.
John, thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.